Hey everyone, I wanted to go ahead and discuss the most recent quote that Nintendo put out regarding leaks and how they're looking to approach handling and perhaps even limiting them going forward into the future. This all came about from the 82nd annual general meeting of shareholders Q&A that they actually hosted. Of course, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for their official post. This is where a lot of people actually got the report that someone asked regarding F-Zero, if Nintendo had any plans to remake another game for that franchise or actually make a brand new entry for that series. And a lot of discussion was made regarding F-Zero perhaps being even a viable entry or a viable franchise at this point in time, since I haven't necessarily seen a new entry in quite a long time. But in this video, I want to try to focus specifically in their question regarding leaks. So Nintendo was actually asked, there was a time when Nintendo conducted business in China under the iQ brand. However, in recent years, you have been conducting business in China with the partnership of Tencent. I'd like to hear about the current situation of your businesses in China, and also there have been reports of hacks which allegedly have been traced to China. What kind of risk managing initiatives are you taking to deal with this information on leaks? And Furukawa, the president, actually answered, we have been selling Nintendo Switches in China in collaboration with Tencent since 2019. And in January of 2022, we also launched the Nintendo Switch OLED model in China. The video game market in China is centered around mobile devices and computers, and the market for dedicated video game platforms is not very large. However, there have been gradual increase in people playing Nintendo Switch ever since the launch of 2019. According to Tencent, games like Ring Fit Adventure have performed particularly well in China, and the availability of games like this are unique to Nintendo is leading to the growth in the number of women and families and children among our consumers. For our future business development in China, we hope to continue to work together with Tencent to highlight the appeal of our unique Nintendo games. We are taking a variety of initiatives to address information security threats and vulnerabilities for services we provide. Initiatives include cooperating with outside specialists and conducting diagnosis to check for security issues. In addition, as part of our internal systems for information and security, we introduced new information security management systems in 2017 and have set up our own information security committee. Policies for information management have been established, and we adopted both physical and technical countermeasures. In addition, we work to raise the awareness of information security among our employees through training and other means. Now, that's a lot of word salad to basically say they have been doing something about it, but there's not really much they can actually do. They specifically mention setting up an information security committee that is going to be reporting information from China to them regarding any sort of this type of information. But the reality of this is that it's not really even coming from, let's say, Tencent, whose actually main objective is actually just to get more systems out there into the market because it makes them more money. They actually get a cut off the profits from any game that's being sold in China through their partnership with Nintendo. And we know that Tencent is basically like kind of aligned with the government in China. That's a whole nother thing, so we're not going to get into that just now. But basically, we do know that Tencent is getting a cut from basically every single sale, even if they have nothing to do with it. What Nintendo can't do anything about, however, is something that we have seen in most recent, months happening, where basically a lot of production on the side of like actual manufacturing information and even pictures have begun to come out regarding games, packaging, and even future consoles perhaps being produced, or information about it being disseminated and published online via different methods, basically like 4chan and stuff like that, under like, burner accounts and things of that nature. One of the most recent examples that we got was actually the fact that the Splatoon Special Edition OLED that was just recently revealed like a week ago, a Chinese user in one of the forums in China actually went ahead and posted information regarding that console being revealed just last week, I believe is when it was. So they actually knew about it ahead of time, and they actually went and posted about it. This is the same user that is now actually claiming that in September we're going to get new information regarding a brand new Nintendo Switch system. Whether it's a Switch Pro, a Switch 2, whatever, that's not really the point of this, but basically they know because production is either underway or plans to begin production soon are already underway. Now, of course, all of this gets underreported because it's not being actually repeated, which is usually what has been done lately by like fake insiders on Twitter and social media and etc. So they actually, take the information from a Chinese user, they regurgitate it as their own leak, and then they all of a sudden you have every Nintendo outlet reporting the same thing. But basically, we know that this information has been coming out of China basically for the better part of a year now. And I found it interesting that Nintendo did not choose to address any of that information in their answer. No, I would think that they'd want to give it air and actually validity, I guess, would be the way one way to present it. Since if they actually acknowledge any of that, it would be like, yes, we do have a problem when it comes to actual production line leaks, and there's really nothing they can do about it, since it's just, again, people posting things on like burner accounts on like fake names. So it's not really you could do anything about that. So it's going to be interesting going forward if Nintendo does actually decide to crack down on actual leaks in the future, or if they're just going to continue to, go about it in the same way that they have. I believe the most recent Nintendo Direct, a lot of the stuff leaked pretty much ahead of the Direct, I guess. Most information was already disseminated a day before the Direct. So it was one of those things where, like, it was unfortunate if you were paying attention to it. I myself was not, I was busy doing other things. But, it's certainly a little bit of a bummer when everything leaks ahead of time and the presentation that you're so dearly hoping to actually reveal something important, actually all the information is revealed a day or two ahead of the actual presentation. But that's about all the information that I wanted to go over. Again, it'll be interesting to see how they choose to deal with going forward, since leaks are kind of been going on for quite a while, and it seems like they're getting more prevalent in the most recent years. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.